Nothing's wrong. Hold on. You're probably wondering why you're seeing purple. Why am I seeing purple? I'll tell you why. Because I'm right here. I find it really interesting when I come on. There's one person that clicks in immediately when I come on. And I don't know who that is when they click in immediately. I don't know if it's just YouTube. It probably is YouTube. Kind of feel like it's YouTube. Or if it's AI, it's probably AI, YouTube AI. That comes on immediately, like right now, it's right there. So it's probably YouTube AI, which I can't really count as somebody watching me. But so weird. I cannot explain this. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. So I'm popping on now. I'm supposed to be a client, but look, we got to talk. So here's the thing. I keep looking at everything that's going on. Have you noticed lately, like how your internet is acting, your cell phone connection, your TV, different things happening? And it's not, I can't really put it all on Mercury retrograde. It's like there's just stuff that's just initiatively happening right now. So I would highly, highly suggest, if you have not backed up your files and stuff lately, to back them up, because there's a lot of energy that's going to be moving as soon as this election is over. As soon as we get 2 days before the election, and it's going to be worse right after the election, because there's going to be delay. There's going to be all kind of delay stuff, okay, to really let you know who won. Okay, we already know who's going to win. It's already been predicted. It's already been put together. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, and I got the proof of this morning. I didn't start putting it together. So I don't know if you've noticed, when you start having your dreams, you can't remember exactly what they are when you wake up sometime. And it's been very noticeable more this last couple of weeks. Usually when I wake up, I can remember my dreams. But these last couple of weeks, there's been certain dreams that take something to trigger for me to remember what my dreams are. So last night, I remember in my dream that I was walking down the street, and it was gray. It was kind of like a storm was coming, but it really wasn't storming yet. It looked like it was peaceful, but yet it was kind of like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? So, but everywhere I was walking, and this is the part that kind of got me, everywhere I was walking, nobody was wearing a mask. Nobody was wearing a mask. Everyone didn't have a mask on. And everyone's eyes were bright and white in color and vibrant. And I said, it's over. We won. It's over. It's over. We won. And it was just, I got goosebumps just saying that and chilling right now. It's over. We won. And it was just, I was walking and I was looking at everybody and I was, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? And, my typical way, hi, how are you? And how you doing? How's everybody? Hi, lovely. Hi, darlings. That's my greeting way. Hi, lovelies. Hi, darlings. And it was just a really powerful dream to be walking through, and everything where it just looked like it was kind of like like nighttime or dark or whatever. It just started lightening up, and I just found it to be very telltale sign of what's coming. And I know from August there was a lot of talk about the 4 days of darkness, and I know that has to take place, but I know it's coming, but is not to be feared because it's all about going 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 within. Let's just put it this way. If you take away your TVs, your laptops, your cell phones, a way to communicate in this way that we're used to, and you take it away, what do you have? What do you have left? You actually have to start communicating and talking with each other, don't you? Yeah, you do. Hmm. You have to start talking to each other. You have to start sitting with yourself, maybe reading, spending time with your family, rethinking things outside the box. There is no going back to the way it used to be. Just know that right now. There is no going back to that life we had before this all got activated. So I was piecing the pieces of that together, and then the messages about the 4 days of darkness. I've been hearing about that since 2012. And now I'm watching how you don't really hear certain things anymore. I can't even think of the last time I heard about a lottery winner. What happened to that? Are we still buying lottery tickets? I know they're there. What happened to that? Then, of course, I'm online and she's over there vacuuming and hitting the wall. So I'm thinking about that. And then I'm thinking about what does it really mean to be in 4 days of darkness, where you don't have any connection to any of this. Think about this. You are going to be forced to look at yourself, forced to be silent, to go within, just like how the beginning part of COVID started. We all had to kind of figure out, settle in with each other and kind of figure out what the hell's going on. Well, as soon as the technology gets slower, I've been paying attention, like trying to get on your phone. There's weird update things going on. There's too many, there is no coincidence. Too many internet issues going on throughout the whole nation. Okay. There's just too much craziness going on. And I find that very interesting. So, with that being said, this is that time where you really need to start reflecting on, if I don't have these things, TV, laptop, cell phones to talk to, what am I supposed to be doing with myself? How would I start communicating? How would I do that? Because I tell you what, when the systems were going down, and then I'm putting the pieces together because week before last, Safe Credit Union Bank went down. All of their whole entire branch went down. Doesn't matter where you were, whatever, their branches went down. You can do any transactions, you can get money out, but you couldn't put you could put money in unless it was cash. But to try to do transactions, otherwise you couldn't do it. and their system was down. I said, okay. Then here at the Holiday Inn, there was a problem. I couldn't renew a check-in, um, new reservation. Couldn't do it because the system was down. And they've been having problems with their system since Thursday. Like some kind of major, like, down. Okay. So we got banks, we got hotels. And then I'm watching, like, on the TV, I'll watch, and I watch it when it just kind of freezes and goes and then come back up. And I'm like, okay. So it's already affecting the TVs. Then trying to get on cell phones, trying to get into certain places. Like I'll go into Facebook and hit it, and then it takes forever for it to come up, load up. And I'm like, okay, that's really weird. And then Instagram was doing the same thing. So get ready, because it's coming. And it's not a fair thing. The dream itself that I had was very profound, where we had no more masks on. Everybody, their faces were good. They were smiling. And I just remember saying, oh my God, we won. We won. It's over. We did it. We won. We won. So whatever that means within itself, and how it's going to come out and how it's going to show itself, that's really telltale. And I really think it's all about the change of everything. Now, I did the reading that I would have normally did for Sunday. I did it last night. I did an evening reading for the week. There were some pretty profound messages coming through. So I feel like the energies of everything and things that I've been saying, how the frequency of the planet is up. Last night I was laying in bed and I was hearing the this static sound. Then I could hear this light energy sound that you can just hear. It's like something playing in the background. You can just hear that sound. Then the high pitched sounds. And I'm saying, wow, they're really turning it up, adjusting those frequencies. And the goal is to have free electricity that runs through air. So Tesla came up with all of that. So we are now in Tesla time, for sure. No doubt about it. So I find that kind of interesting too. And some messages and things that I was making notes on, and that were really coming out. I have a lot of people that always ask, I don't know what I'm here to do. I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my soul destiny is going to be. Well, I guarantee you, when the 4 days of darkness hits, you're going to know. I guarantee you. We're going to be put on another timeout again. But here's the thing. People always ask that question. I don't know what I'm here to do. I don't know what my passion is. What do you enjoy doing? Ask yourself that. Ask your soul that question. What do you enjoy doing? What calls to you? Okay. Don't attach money to it. Don't try to say, well, I can't make any money from that. You don't know that, because if you haven't started it and haven't put your 2 feet forward towards it, you don't know what that's going to do for you. So don't put your dream down if you haven't tried anything and haven't taken any actions towards it yet. That's right, I said that. So think about what are you attracted to? What calls to you? What makes you happy? Think about that. Me, personally, here on Be So Light, thank you for joining me. My name is Priestess Michaela, also known as Felicia, and Niana. So here, when I was looking at nursing, and I've told this story before, I was gonna go back to school, and I was actually already enrolled to get my degree in RN and master's degree and all that. I was actually enrolled. I was already paying on the tuition, paying on the books and all that stuff to do it and sit for the tests and blah, blah, blah. And I just finally said, no, I don't want to do it. I'm perfectly happy with being an LVN because I enjoy that. And I just started thinking about, do I really want to go back into a nursing program and do all of that? And I was thinking about the money. I was thinking about how good it is. But you know what? That money doesn't mean jack boo to me if I'm going to have a back injury later, worn out, stressed out, some kind of breakdown of something from the profession itself, because it doesn't allow the amount of energy that you give out that you need to have to come back to you to be replenished. This field does not allow you to have that, because it's a constant give field. That's what you do. And I honestly cannot say that one nursing person I've ever met that just never had some kind of repercussion from the profession, whether it's an illness, an injury, something along those lines from being in the profession. So I said no to it. I didn't want to do it. I said I want to do something else. I wanted to go and look into, the massage, and got into the massage, and then I did my Reiki thing, and then I did my prana thing, and then I did my, the preparing myself for going into Sundance medicine, and I became a priestess first and went through that journey a year and a day. And then after I did that, I got called to go prepare myself and go into Sundancing. 4 years dedication every summer, 4 years. And then when I take a look at everything, and I'm like, wow, and then boom, I get downloaded with the information on spiral light. Why does that attract me? Why spiral light? Why am I calling it spiral light? Because that's what it is. Okay, well, what is it? And this is the funny thing. I think I've talked about this before. I was in a particular place when trying to figure out my next scope of practice that I wanted to blend in with body massage. Was I going to go to school to become an esthetician? Or did I want to go back to school to get more hours in massage? I was already pretty much up there. Did I want to do a couple more, 200 more hours, and I would have been right at 1,000 hours? And I'm like, I got a nursing license, for God's sakes. Give me a break. How much more do I need to know? And then I started kind of looking at what else could I do? And then boom, spiral light comes in. But I started thinking about maybe I should do this thing called Body Code that came out, Emotional Body Code. I was thinking about that. And this is the funny part. I wanted to go into it and research it and do the certification program. But I literally was told, no, you already have your modality. You already have yours. We already gave it to you. And I go, well, what is that? Spiral light. You're going to do that. And I go, okay, fine. I'll do spiral light. So then I kept getting all the downloads, the spiral light. And when people would ask me about my modality, I would tell them Spiralite. I do Spiralite. And they go, well, what is that? And then I write the book on Spiralite and talk about what it does and how it goes in and helps you to move things out of your cellular memory according to traumas and genetic, generation, ancestral, wherever it is. And then after practicing with it for a while, I came up with that word. When I'm doing this, I'm constantly looking for the root cause of it. And so naming myself the root seeker. I like that. This has a nice little tone to it. Root seeker. I'm looking for your root seeker. So anyway, root seeker. So I started thinking about what am I always researching root for? The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because a lot of you are sitting back, judging yourselves and being hard on yourselves, trying to figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing. And some of you are constantly asking yourself that question and asking other people to tell you what it is when you yourself won't take the action to go towards what it is you want to do because a lack of confidence, a lack of belief in the self, a lack of wanting to step forward and do it and claim it. Let me tell you something. When I had to sit down and write the book on Spiralite, I had already handwritten the book out. And there's certain things from the handwritten book part that I wrote out that I put in the book, and then the other part of it was channeled in the book. Okay. So I really think a lot of times you have to take the initiative to step forward and claim what you want to do. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks. It doesn't matter about anyone else putting something on you about what you're doing. This is your journey. This is your talent. This is your gift. How do you want to express yourself in the world? How do you want to do it? I know people who are beautiful singers. They have beautiful voices sing. But they panic and they get fearful about their abilities, and then they don't go forward and do it. They're so busy judging themselves on how they're supposed to look or sound or the way it's supposed to be. So they end up not doing it. They end up not pursuing their dreams. Those are some of the things that you should be asking your soul, what it is that you want to do. And your soul will come out and tell you. It's all right there, but you got to connect with it to ask. And then when you're working, especially when you're working with me in Spiralite, or if you're working with any other healers that are going to help you get to your set journey, be open enough to take the chance to go towards it instead of saying, "Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, you're going to have money to do that." Well, we're on a whole new ball of wax right now. We really are. You can manifest things like this in that way once you really just know what it is that you want to share with the world. So I want everyone to think about that. If you're coming across this video where I didn't give a disclaimer like the other one I did, think about what it is that you really want to do. What is it? You know? And in this time right now, because we're dealing with Mercury retrograde next week, this week coming, it's gonna be crazy. And a week after that, I don't even want to say. And then when the week of November hits, I really don't want to say. So it's just everything. I'm gonna stick to what I dreamt about. I'm gonna stick with that because that was a beautiful feeling to be looking at everybody where I was walking and nobody had on a mask. And it was like, we won, we won, we won, blah, blah, blah. We won. So here's one of the things. Learn to start forgiving. It's one thing to say, oh yeah, start forgiving, da da da, but if you don't do it and you're not in that place to forgive, you're not releasing stuff. And then why don't all of us start looking at the factors of how would you like to be treated? How do you want to be treated? With kindness, love, joy, respect, support. That's how you want to be treated. So how you want to be treated, put that out there. Because right now, everybody's being very judgmental, putting people on lists, boxing people off. Come on, really? Start thinking about that. And I'm like, we can get into this scene of taking information in, and then next thing you know, it's kind of ruling you, and you start making judgments on people according to what this knowledge is that you took in, and da 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 da. Kind of be careful of doing that. Still live from your heart space. Still live from that space. Not everybody in the world is out to hurt you. Not everybody in the world is out to get you or take something from you. Okay? So I had to come in and bring that up, and I want to see what my other notes are. Did you know that Trump is studied very much so the esoteric healing modalities? He's very wisely studied into that. He's smart. I mean, come on, his little son, is a genius. That gene runs in the family. And like I said before, if you do not know code, you do not realize that Trump is talking in code. That's the difference. I keep saying that. When this all, like when this finally goes like this, when everything just opens up and everything comes to fruition and it all comes in, I really feel sorry for a lot of people who are going to be in shock mode. I really feel sorry for you because you're going to be in so much shock mode, you're not going to know what to do. But we, as the light workers who are ahead of the game, that already know about all of this stuff and everything that's been coming down, along with elders of wisdoms that know how everything is going to be coming down, we're here to help and support you and provide sacred space for you. So when the shit hits the fan and the wake-up call happens in a really big way, you will be with people, and you know what the first thing is going to be out of your mouth? You're going to think back at the person who was trying to tell you stuff. You thought they were crazy. You're going to go, wow, you guys really did know what you were talking about, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Just saying. That's exactly what you're going to be saying to the person who was trying to tell you, help you, wake you up, give you information, whatever that is. Okay. So just pay attention to your laptops and your computer stuff right now, because what would you do if you don't have this for about four days, maybe 3? What would you do? How would your life be affected by it? Because I thought it was crazy to go into the bank, and because their system was down, the teller actually had to fill out the old time sheets of paper to write down, okay, Miss Burns, you put in, okay, put my name up there. He had to write my name out, and this is how much I was giving. And he was like, okay, as soon as our system comes back up, I'll be able to put this into the system. Gives me a copy of it. I'm like, whoa. They had this back in the time when I was a teenager. And I looked at him and I said, you have no idea what I was talking about because you weren't even born then. He goes, no, ma'am, I wasn't. And I said, no, you weren't. You were just somebody's egg at the time. So Anyway, I just wanted to pop on here and share some things. If you have been trying to get in contact with me for Spiralite healing or the detox Spiralite or the personalized Spiralite package deals, I am currently booked and I will put you on a list and will promptly put you on the list, get you ready to go and to work with you. But right now, I am leveled out. So as soon as I'm done with the clients that I have, because they all are coming down at different times, that'll be a new space open up for someone else to come on. So exciting times. Um, anyway, be good to yourselves. Remember what I said. Back up some of your important files if you need to. Just be prepared. Don't panic, and just go within. Go within to your sacred space and sit there and receive your messages and your downloads. Yeah, really didn't see all this stuff coming. Very interesting how the year 2020 has been. We only have 2.5 more months of this year left. Crazy, crazy. All right, lovelies, have a good one. Be good to yourself. Enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. Be good to yourselves. Have a good one. Bye.